Hello, my friends! Today you will join me on my science adventure on the Dr. Science channel. Come with me and let's have fun! Oh no! My ice cube is gone! I want it back! I want it back!
What's wrong, Roy? Why are you crying?
I was holding my ice cube in my hand, and it began to get smaller and smaller, lifting my hand wet. And then it was gone. I don't know where it is. I want it back.
No, Roy, it is not gone. It has just melted by the energy of the sunlight and turned into water.
Sunlight? The sun took my ice cube? Why? Does the sun hate me? Or hate my ice cube?
No, Roy, no one hates you. But water exists in 3 states in nature: solid as ice, liquid as water, and gas as water vapor. Water changes from one state to another when it gains or loses energy.
Okay, I don't understand.
The sun is the most important source that drives the water cycle. Sunlight provides the energy needed to melt ice and change it into liquid water, evaporating liquid water to form water vapor, generating the wind movement, where winds cause ocean currents that transport water to different locations on Earth.
Do you mean that the wind movement is caused by the sun? And the wind causes the ocean currents?
Yes, that's right. I will tell you a story. There was a large salt lake in Turkey. By passing time, this lake became like a small puddle, and sometimes it dries up completely in summer. This lake hosts huge numbers of flamingos that migrate and reproduce there when the weather is warm. Flamingos feed on algae found in the shallow water of this lake. The energy transfer in the water cycle leads to the complete drought of this lake due to an increase in the evaporation of the lake water in summer. So, scientists are trying to discover ways to conserve and rehabilitate the ecosystem at this lake and protect it from climate change.
Ooh, poor flamingos! I understand now the sun's energy makes the water of the lake evaporate and it changes that water into gas. But where will this gas go?
It goes in the water cycle.
Water cycle?
Yes, Roy, the water cycle is affected by 3 main processes: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. The first process is evaporation, where the liquid water changes into gas when it gains energy from the sun. Water gains energy from sunlight. This energy causes water to change from its liquid state to a gas state. This process is called evaporation. Then, the condensation process, where the gas state changes to water, forming clouds. Then, the precipitation process, in which water falls on Earth in the form of rain, sleet, snow, or hail. After precipitation happens, the water cycle can be affected by 2 steps, which are runoff and collection. After precipitation, water flows along the Earth's surface into the river and then into the ocean or the sea. This step is called runoff. After that is the collecting step, in which the rainwater falling on the Earth's surface is collected in different water bodies.
Yeah, I can understand now. When ice gains energy, it melts into water. And when water gains energy, it evaporates, forming gas. And when gas loses energy, it condensates into water. And the sun is the source of this energy. And water cycle affected by evaporation process is the process in which matter changes from a liquid state to a gas state, like shallow lakes dry up when the water evaporates from them. Condensation process is the process in which matter changes from gas state to liquid state, like formation of fog over the fields early in the morning, where it forms from tiny water droplets suspended in the dust and smoke particles in the air. And precipitation process is the process in which water falls on Earth in the form of rain, sleet, snow, or hail, like when snow falls on cold days. Runoff is the step in which water flows along the Earth's surface into a river and then into the ocean or sea, like water in a river travels down a mountainside. And then collection is the step in which rainwater falling on Earth's surface is collected in different water bodies, like when water is collected in oceans, seas, and rivers. Sunlight gives the water thermal energy, which makes the water evaporate and change into gas. Then this gas condensate, where it changes from its gas state to a liquid state, making clouds in the sky. And after that, it precipitates, making rainfall. This rain flows in the Earth's surfaces, and that is runoff, till it collecting in the water bodies like oceans and seas.
Yes, that's right. You are so smart, Roy. That is the water cycle.
But does this mean all the lakes will dry like that lake in Turkey?
No, Roy. Evaporation depends on the distribution of solar energy on the Earth's surface, where the regions on the Earth's surface can be classified into hottest regions, moderate regions, and coolest regions. The hottest region is the closest region to the sun, and due to its hot temperature, it has the greatest evaporation process. The moderate region has a moderate evaporation process, and the coolest region, it is the coldest region on Earth, so it has the smallest evaporation process.
Whoa, this is cool!
We have to go home now, Roy.
Okay, let's go. I want to get another ice cube. Goodbye, son. And that's it. Now you know all about our lesson today. Remember, science isn't just about memorizing facts. It's about understanding, exploring, and having fun while learning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun science lessons. And if you have any questions or topics you want us to cover next, drop them in the comments. Study well, and I will see you in the next adventure where science meets fun!